Now it's time to enjoy that great summer produce, Dan.
That's what I hear. Yeah, here to talk about what's hip right now. Michael Caron from the University of Utah Extension. No, Utah State University.
It's the blue, not the red.
Utah State University Extension and Thanksgiving Point as well. So you brought in some stuff.
Yeah, so there's lots of stuff hitting the farmers markets right now. And I brought just a sampling of what we've got in some of our little grow boxes that we use for teaching. But lots of peppers, as you can see, lots of peppers coming on right now. They're everywhere. You can get them for a good price usually at the farmers markets.
I have a question, though.
Yes.
I have seen red peppers, I've seen green peppers, yellow and orange. I've never seen a purple
You've never seen a purple one. Yeah, these are just some little ones we decided to try this year. They're not super popular. They're fairly sweet.
Well, didn't Peter Piper pick a purple peppers?
It was pickled.
Oh, it's pickled peppers.
Now, why are these not popular if they're sweet? They sound delicious.
It's just unusual.
Okay, so people don't know what to do with them?
Yeah, they don't know what to do with them. Just like purple carrots. You know, there's purple carrots and
You see them,
yellow carrots.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they taste pretty good.
So, but do you like these?
Yeah.
Okay, so what would be the sweetest pepper out there?
Personally, I like the red ones. I think the red ones are the
okay.
sweetest. Yeah. The reason I brought these though was to show that this is a common problem that we get on a lot of fruit, peppers and tomatoes this time of year, and you can kind of see where this spot is sunken, and it kind of is bleached.
I've seen that on homegrown tomatoes.
Yeah, that's sunburn.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's sunburn, and so it starts to actually just kind of decay a little bit where that was damaged by the sun.
How do you prevent it?
So. Growing
sunscreen, Dan.
Yeah, sunscreen.
Delicious.
So actually, it's preventable by making sure that there's leaves that fruit, or little shade cloth structures will be helpful.
Okay.
And sometimes planting the plants a little closer together so they shade each other is helpful.
I want to know how to
pick.
Yeah. This is always the question that we get.
Good ones.
What sound am I looking for?
There's no guarantees, first of all, and sound I don't think is super reliable. So. Because everybody defines sound as a dull thud, a hollow thud, that doesn't seem to really be as.
So,
Yeah, what's the difference?
I've done that before.
So you tap them and they all,
that
they
sounds
all
like a dull thud.
Sounds like a thud, right?
Okay.
So for me, what works well is actually looking for what's called the ground spot.
Okay.
And so when they're fairly blonde like this, very light, that's a pretty good indication that it's probably not very ripe.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
we don't want these.
Right.
Okay.
So when you can find fruit that's got a darker yellow spot, even to orange, that usually means a riper melon.
What if you don't want them too ripe, though, because then they're mushy?
Yeah.
So
well, it's all perspective.
okay.
Yeah. Put it in a smoothie.
Put it in a smoothie.
It still tastes really, really good.
All right, so I'm going to stop listening to my watermelons and just look at them.
Yeah, so is there a big
No.
benefit of buying the stuff that's been grown locally here at the time of year that it's ripe?
Yes.
Locally.
So for one, quite often the taste is better because they don't have to be shipped as far, so they don't have to be picked when they're still firm. So a lot of fruits that have to be shipped long distances are picked before they're quite ripe, so that the fruits aren't as soft, and that allows them to transport better without being bruised.
So there really is a benefit to buying at the farmer's market.
Yeah, plus and then if you look at the fact that there's the fuel that's required to truck them, there's an advantage both taste-wise, I think, to buy local and in fuel consumption.
Quickly, with our last few seconds, what else do you want to mention about these others? We didn't know what this was.
So those are Armenian cucumbers.
Okay.
And they're not as popular, but they're actually quite tasty. They're good in salads, just like you would use any other cucucber.
Do you peel them?
They're ugly.
Or do
You don't have to peel them.
Okay.
Yeah, they're ugly.
But they probably
they
taste
look
pretty
like
good.
they're shriveled up in the sun.
Yeah.
Those actually were just picked last night, and they're fine.
Here, taste one of these.
Go ahead and have some of those.
Good. Here, taste it. See if it's good. Those ones are kind of hot.
I'll get to go home early, probably.
Thanks,
All right.
Michael. Appreciate it.